Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is April 8th, 2025, and today we're going to discuss whether Barcelona are considering having Ter Stegen play in the Champions League. Also, good news in regards to that Spotify Camp Nou because the license has been extended by the city. And finally, Barcelona could file a motion that would suspend Javier Tebas as the president of La Liga. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we'll begin this video with the news that today the team continued their preparations ahead of tomorrow's Champions League match against Dortmund in the quarterfinals. I'm really looking forward to this match. And it's reported that the team came out 1 hour late to train on the field. It seems that Hansi Flick had a very long meeting with the players where it was expected that he most likely went over tactics, reviewed videos of Dortmund with the players in order to come up with a plan for the match tomorrow against the Bundesliga club. Now, Iñigo Martinez once again did his full training with the group, which of course indicates that the Barcelona defender and our captain without an armband will be available for tomorrow's match, which of course is a huge boost for Barcelona. Now, Iñigo Martinez will have to be careful because he's already received 2 yellow cards in the Champions League. So if God forbid he receives another yellow card tomorrow, he will be suspended for the second leg of the quarterfinals, which will be played in Germany. Now, one player who also joined the group training is our captain with an armband, which is Ter Stegen, who rejoined the group training, which indicates that he's very close to coming back after missing that entire season due to that serious injury that he picked up at the beginning of the season, that he had to undergo surgery on his knee. And Ter Stegen was seen doing the goalkeeper drills alongside Szczesny and Iñaki Peña, and then he participated in the famous rondos. In fact, he was the only goalkeeper to participate in the rondos. As we know, Ter Stegen is probably one of the best, if not the best, goalkeepers with the ball at his feet. Now, speaking of Ter Stegen, since he is nearing recovery, as you know, the big question is, will he play in the Champions League? Of course, the report came out stating that in order for Ter Stegen to play in the Champions League, Wojciech Szczesny would have to be deregistered from the Champions League so Ter Stegen can regain his spot. And the reports are saying that the club for now are not considering that. You know, Ter Stegen just came back or is coming back from a very long injury. So if he does end up playing this season, most likely it's going to be La Liga matches because Barcelona, of course, want to take their time in bringing him back so he can be at his top form. And, of course, Champions League, that's not a competition that you want to be testing a player out due to, due to his shortness, I guess, because one mistake can punish you a lot because it is all knockout stages from now on. Now, more news, and this is also good news, because the city of Barcelona have extended the license of the Spotify Camp Nou to continue building for 24 hours. Now, the city of Barcelona had issued this license to Barcelona to be able to work around the clock on the renovation of the new Spotify Camp Nou. That license was set to expire. However, it has been renewed until April 30th, where exterior and interior work with the use of machinery and required lighting established by law will be able to be used from Monday at 8 a.m. until the 24th hour of Friday. So in other words, 11:59 p.m. and 59 seconds. And on Saturdays, Barcelona will be allowed to work on a Spotify Camp Nou from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. with, of course, Sundays there being no construction. And the Easter holidays will be excluded because, of course, we have Easter during April. So during Easter, there will be no construction. And it's, of course, great news because it will allow for Barcelona to catch up, I guess, because they are behind on the construction of our new fortress, the new Spotify Camp Nou, which I think they might have to come up with a new name because Camp Nou technically means new field or new stadium, and now it's going to be new field. I don't know. Anyways, now let's move on to the big bombshell of a news today because, ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona could file a motion that would lead to the suspension of Javier Tebas. Now, as we discussed in yesterday's podcast, Barcelona issued a statement that condemned Javier Tebas for leaking confidential information by Barcelona. As you know, Javier Tebas had posted that announcement on La Liga's website discussing Barcelona's VIP deal and stating that the 100 million euros that Barcelona made would not count as income since the VIP seats have not been billed. And Barcelona condemned this move, stating that La Liga had violated the confidentiality rules, more specifically Article 5 of La Liga budget preparation regulations, which prevents La Liga, its president, its board members, from discussing financial information provided to them by clubs, by La Liga clubs, because it's considered confidential information. And Barcelona issued a statement condemning that and asking that Javier Tebas stop doing that. And also they asked that Javier Tebas remove that letter from La Liga's website, and in case La Liga do not follow Barcelona's demand or do not comply, Barcelona threaten further action. Now, the question is, what kind of action can Barcelona take if Javier Tebas decides not to remove that letter from the website, and if Javier Tebas decides to continue discussing Barcelona's finances like he has always done through Twitter, on mic, day and night? Well, we have the answer for that because Miguel Ángel Galán, an expert in Spanish sports law, has announced that Barcelona could file a motion against Javier Tebas that would lead to his suspension. Now, Miguel Galán cited Article 76.2b from the Spanish sports law, which states that failure by league presidents or board members of La Liga to comply with regulatory or statutory provisions is considered a very serious offense. That's a direct quote from this article. A serious offense. In other words, if Javier Tebas, violates a regulation, that would be considered a serious offense. In this case, he has violated a regulation, which is a confidentiality regulation, by disclosing Barcelona's finances, and Barcelona could file a motion to have Javier Tebas sanctioned. Now, here's the kicker. The Administrative Sports Tribunal Court had already sanctioned Javier Tebas with a public reprimand when Real Madrid filed a complaint against him. So if Barcelona also filed a complaint against Javier Tebas for violating confidentiality, this would be his second offense. And per the rules, a second offense would lead to the suspension of Javier Tebas as the president of La Liga. So there you have it, folks. Javier Tebas violated the regulations of La Liga by disclosing confidential information, and Barcelona have asked him to stop and to remove that letter from the website. And if he doesn't, Barcelona could file that motion, and it could lead to his suspension. And I honestly hope that Barcelona do, because as I said in the live stream, enough is enough. Joan Laporta tried to play nice with Javier Tebas. He tried to build bridges, try to improve the relationship. It did not work. Javier Tebas continued his offense on Barcelona. So enough is enough. It's time to take the gloves off. It's time to hit back. When I was a little kid, my dad told me, if a bully comes up to you and tries to pull something, you punch him straight in the face, and he's going to stop. And that's exactly what happened to me. I remember it till this day, second grade. I had a kid from 5th grade try to bully me. I punched him in the face. I never saw him again. And that's exactly what Barcelona need to do, because Javier Tebas is a bully. And trying to befriend bullies and be nice to them, it doesn't work. You have to punch them in the face, and that's what Barcelona had to do, metaphorically speaking. Punch Javier Tebas in the face through legal remedies, because enough is enough. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. And we'll be uploading 2 more videos because there is a lot of news to cover. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, peace, Barça.